Hey Stoic warriors, welcome back. Let me ask you something raw and real. Have you ever looked in the mirror and didn't recognize the man staring back like you were face to face with a stranger? Not because of age, not because of time, but because somewhere along the way you stopped living. You've been drifting, numb, detached, caught in the same mindless cycles, like a ghost in your own life, and all the while, your potential, wasting away while time rips through your hands like water through a broken dam. Maybe you slipped. Maybe life didn't just knock you down, it kept knocking. Brutal, relentless, until one day, you stopped fighting. You got used to the weight, used to the emptiness, used to being less than the man you know you were meant to be. And now, that fire inside you, it's barely a flicker. But hear me, fire never truly dies. It waits for oxygen, for a spark, for you. And right now, you have a decision to make. Feed it, or let it die. A man who clings to comfort is a man shackled to weakness. A man who runs from pain has already surrendered. And a man who resists change, he's digging his own grave minute by wasted minute. But a Stoic, he doesn't beg for peace. He doesn't wish for ease. He doesn't fantasize about another life. He takes the one he has and bends it to his will. Pain, he turns it into power. Rejection, he forges it into resilience. Loss, it becomes his wisdom. He doesn't kneel before suffering. He makes suffering kneel before him. Every man, every single one reaches a point when he must burn down the old version of himself. Not tomorrow, not someday. Now, no more waiting. No more dragging the corpse of your past behind you. No more living in fear of your own greatness. Kill the weakness. Bury the excuses. Tear yourself out of the grave you've been lying in. And rebuild with fire in your chest and steel in your spine. This moment right now, this is the beginning of everything. But none of it matters if you just sit there. So move. Act. Don't let this fire die in you again. And while you're at it, smash that like button, subscribe, and lock in. Because this isn't just another video. This is the moment you wake up or fade away. Let's get to work. Number 1. Reset. Burn the past. Release the weight. You can't move forward when you're still shackled to the ghosts of yesterday. The mistakes, the regrets, the faded version of yourself clinging to old pain. Cut them loose. That breakup that shattered you. It wasn't a curse, it was a call to wake up. Every drop of blood, sweat, and tear you spilled in that relationship, let it burn, let it go. If it doesn't fuel your fire, it's just ash. Those failures stalking your mind like predators, whispering, "You're not enough." They never owned you. They were just lessons in disguise. Scars meant to sharpen you, not bury you. They weren't your ending, they were your beginning. And the people who doubted you, who betrayed you and left you bleeding in silence, they did you a favor. They weren't the ones you needed, they were the ones you outgrew. They showed you who they were. Now let them fade into the background while you rise to the front. You're free now. No chains, no ghosts, no more waiting for a version of you that already exists beneath the rubble. Letting go of the past isn't weakness. It's the first real act of power. In the last chapter, We talked about cutting the chains to your former self. Now let's go even deeper, because some men don't just carry the past. They wear it like a badge. You've seen it. That voice in your head whispering, "I messed up before, so I'll mess up again." That's not truth. That's not humility. That's fear. That's weakness pretending to be wisdom. Let me tell you something. You are not your mistakes. You are not the man who stumbled yesterday. You are not the pain, the regret, the shame. None of it defines you. Because the man you were yesterday, he's gone, dead and buried. And the man standing here now, he is reborn, forged in adversity, stronger, wiser, hungrier. And the man you're becoming, the world hasn't even met him yet. Marcus Aurelius once said, "The past is a thing beyond us. It's gone. It's over. There's only one thing left that matters: what you do next. Your past. It's a shadow, a ghost, and ghosts only haunt you if you let them. But the moment you choose to release it, to let it burn, you take back control. You owe your old self nothing. That man who failed, who broke down, who let himself be dragged through the dirt, he no longer holds power over you. So reset, clean the slate, rip the contracts you signed with your past self, and set those pages on fire. You don't owe that man a single thing. And as the Stoics believed, even the pain, the wounds, the failure, it was all a gift. Not a second of your suffering was wasted. Each scar was a lesson, each hardship a blueprint. But now it's time. Time to let go. Time to release what no longer belongs in your future. Because the past, it's not your burden anymore. Can you feel it? That fire sparking to life inside your chest as you cut those invisible chains? That surge of power as you sever the lies, the limits, the shame? That's freedom. That's the life you've been holding back from for far too long. You don't belong to your past anymore. You don't even belong to the version of you that almost became something. You are the man who rises from the ashes. And the power of your future, it's not trapped behind you. It's right in your hands. So let the past burn. Let it fuel you. Let it free you. Because your future, it's waiting on the other side of the flame. Number 2, restart. Build a new foundation. Most people stay stuck because they're terrified of starting over. They fear the sweat, the grind, the awkwardness of being a beginner again. They avoid the discomfort that rebuilding demands. But let me say this loud and clear. Restarting is not weakness. It is raw, untamed power. It's the spark that transforms ruin into revolution. Want to know what separates the unstoppable from the average? It's not that they never fell. It's not that they never faced destruction. It's that they embraced it. When their world collapsed, when their plans turned to rubble, they didn't sit in the dust crying. They stood up. They rebuilt. They rebirthed their lives from the ashes, because that's where true power is forged. When everything you once depended on is stripped away, when there's nothing left but your will, you have two choices: stay down or rise. Stronger. And the world, it doesn't care. It will tear you apart without mercy. But your response? That's where greatness is made. Seneca, the Stoic giant, once said, "Difficulties strengthen the mind, just as labor strengthens the body. Every setback, every heartbreak, every time you wanted to quit, that was your forge. That pain, that struggle, it wasn't your ending. It was your beginning. The old path is gone. And that's the point. You're not just surviving. You're rebuilding, fiercer, smarter, stronger. The Stoics didn't crawl through life. They conquered it. They knew that when everything is stripped away, what remains is you. And that's where the real power lives. Not in what you lost, but in what you create next. Every legend, every unstoppable force history remembers, they all faced one defining moment. The breaking point. But they didn't collapse. They didn't fade away. They didn't stay broken. They restarted. They walked through fire. They endured pain that would have shattered lesser men. And they rose from the ashes with a force that could move mountains. They took destruction and made it their turning point, their defining moment. Now it's your turn. Every restart is a battle. It's not supposed to be easy. It's your chance to rebuild a future with your own two hands. And yes, you'll be tested. There will be pain. There will be doubt. There will be days you'll want to quit and crawl back to comfort. But don't you dare back down. This is your crucible. This is your rebirth. This is where the real you begins, relentless, fearless, unstoppable. Let Seneca's wisdom burn into your mind. We suffer more often in imagination than in reality. Let that sink in. Most of your fear, it isn't real. It's fiction. It's mental warfare. Stop imagining failure. Stop fearing it. Walk through it. Embrace it. Rise through it like a storm. This is how you take your power back. This is how you rewrite your life. Not tomorrow. Not when it's easy. Now. Forget who you used to be. That story is done. You are the architect now. And what you're about to build, it won't just be powerful. It'll be legendary. Number 3. Refocus. Lock in on your mission. Take a long, hard look at the world around you. What do you see? People running in circles. Souls lost in noise. Minds hijacked by constant distraction. Scroll, click, swipe, repeat. Day after day. Feeding addiction. Jumping from one empty thrill to the next. And for what? Their time slips away quietly, invisibly, and they don't even notice. They think they have endless days left. But weeks pass, months vanish, years disappear, and when they finally stop and look up, it's too late. That's the reality for most people. They dream of greatness, of success, of becoming someone the world remembers. But they never begin. Why? Because they're scattered, distracted. Their minds are fogged by noise, temptation, and false urgency. They lack focus. But here's the truth. Success, real success, is not built on effort alone. It demands something more. Obsession. A ruthless, unshakable focus. One that no excuse can break. No distraction can weaken. No temptation can derail. It is war. A war against every single thing that doesn't serve your mission. And most people, they're not willing to fight it. But if you are, if you're ready to go to war with comfort, to sacrifice everything that doesn't matter, and chase your purpose with the intensity of a man on fire, then you must lock in. No hesitation. No excuses. No space for weakness. Real success is a battlefield, And you don't win wars by wandering aimlessly. You win by zeroing in, by moving with purpose, by living with ruthless clarity. Every breath, every action, every decision laser focus. Let the world fall apart around you. Let the noise of mediocrity drown itself in its own chaos, because you are not them. You weren't born to follow. You were born to lead. So live like it. Live with a fire in your chest, a fire that consumes every excuse, every distraction, every ounce of hesitation. No more hesitation, no more doubt. That fire burning inside you, it should be so fierce, so untamed, so powerful, that not even the darkest storms of life can extinguish it. Because that's where your true strength lies. Not in multitasking, not in trying to juggle everything or please everyone, but in burning away the fluff, in silencing the noise, in focusing on what's yours to control and nothing else. That's where the power lives. That's where the truth is found. Epictetus, one of the greatest Stoic philosophers, taught us the real meaning of freedom. Freedom is the only true possession. It's not about having more. It's not about controlling others. It's about this, the freedom to choose. To choose your actions, to choose your thoughts, to choose your focus. Because all the distractions the world throws at you, the noise, the chaos, the temptations, they are not yours to carry. They don't belong to you. You control one thing and one thing only, the path you walk. Everything else, out of your hands. And if you truly want to rise, you can't afford to waste another ounce of energy on anything that doesn't move you forward. If it doesn't serve your mission, it's an obstacle, a chain, a dead weight dragging you into mediocrity. So ask yourself, what are you really fighting for? What's worthy of your time, your effort, your soul? That's where your focus belongs. No compromise, no weakness, no wavering. The time to act is now. Your moment is here. You want to be untouchable. You want to live a life that shakes the earth? Then live it. Live it with every fiber of your being. Stand up. Refuse to be average. Refuse to be another soul lost in distraction. Refuse to be one of the many who wake up too late, realizing their best years were spent scrolling, chasing, wandering. Focus like your life depends on it, because it does. Epictetus also said, wealth consists not in having great possessions, but in having few wants. Let that settle in your bones. Imagine your life if you stopped chasing every shiny thing that didn't matter and focused on one mission, the one thing that could change everything. That's the Stoic path. That's the warrior's way. That's how you win. You get one shot at this life. Don't squander it on distraction. Burn away the noise. Cut the clutter. Tunnel vision. Be obsessed. Because when it's all said and done, when the work is finished, when the sweat has dried, when the sacrifice is behind you, it won't just be about success. It'll be about legacy. And that's something no one can ever take from you. Lock in, refocus, and watch the world bend to your will. Number 4, protect your energy. Because not everyone deserves access to you. Not everyone is worthy of your time. Not everyone gets a place in your mind, your life, your world. Your energy, your focus, your presence, your very essence is sacred. And there are people out there who will stop at nothing to drain it, to leech from it, to break you down piece by piece, until there's nothing left but a hollow version of who you used to be. You see, some people aren't just distractions, they are destroyers. They're not just noise, they're parasites, leeches. They latch onto your light, feed on your focus, and drain your spirit, little by little, conversation by conversation, until what's left is nothing but a hollow shell of who you used to be. Every interaction with them, every second you spend giving them access to your mind, your heart, your energy, that's time stolen from your future. Every word you speak trying to explain, justify, or defend yourself is power you'll never get back. You give them your presence. They take pieces of your soul, pieces you'll never reclaim. And you can't keep living like this. You can't keep handing out your energy like it's infinite, like it's something cheap, something disposable. It's not. Your energy is your life force. It's the core of who you are. And when you let the wrong people access it, you don't just lose time. You lose your essence, your direction, your future. It's time to wake up. It's time to treat your energy like what it truly is, the most valuable resource you have. Protect it. Guard it like a lion guards its pride. Stop letting people use you, drain you, manipulate you. Cut them off. Cold. No hesitation. No excuses. No apologies. Just silence. Because that's all they deserve. Nothing more. And when you walk away, don't look back. You don't owe anyone an explanation for choosing yourself. You don't owe anyone a speech for preserving your peace if they can't respect that. They don't belong in your life. Period. It doesn't matter how long you've known them, how close they once were, how much you once loved them. If they're not adding to your life, they're taking from it. And if they're taking, cut the cord. Quick, clean, no regrets. Because the moment you start truly protecting your energy, you step into a kind of power that will shock you. You'll feel it. A pulse deep in your chest. Unshakable, unrelenting, unstoppable. A strength that no one can drain. No one can touch. No one can control. You become a force, and people will feel it whether they admit it or not. The ones who can't respect it, they'll fall away. They'll be left in the dust. Because you were never here to be someone's emotional punching bag. You weren't born to be the one who sacrifices while others just take. The right people, the ones who deserve a place in your life, they'll rise to meet your energy. They'll match it. They'll honor it. They won't take you for granted. Because they'll understand how much power it takes to stand firm and protect your soul. But for everyone else, let them go. You don't need them. You don't need anyone who can't stand beside you in your power, who can't meet you with the same fire you bring. Because the moment you release those dead weights, the anchors that keep you stuck, that's the moment you'll soar. You'll become something stronger, something clearer, something unstoppable, sharper, more focused, stronger than you ever imagined possible, unbreakable, unstoppable. That's who you become when you start protecting your energy, relentlessly, unapologetically. And the Stoics, they knew this truth. They understood that your true power lies in one place only. What you control. You control your thoughts. You control your actions. And most of all, you control your energy. You decide who gets access to it, who earns a place in your space, in your mind, in your heart. And when you finally take that power back, when you stop bleeding energy for people who don't deserve it, you realize just how much of your potential has been locked away, chained behind distractions, drama, and emotional thieves. The life you've been waiting for, the greatness you've been destined for, it's not hiding in the future. It's buried in your power, the power you keep giving away. So stop wasting it. Stop letting people steal it like it's nothing. Guard it like your life depends on it, because it does. Because the moment you reclaim that energy, you don't just become unstoppable, you become invincible. And once you taste that power, once you start living with that level of self-control and clarity, nothing will stand in your way again. Number 5. Discipline over feelings. Build unbreakable habits. Let's get something straight. Motivation. It's a spark. It lights up fast, burns bright, feels incredible for a moment. But then it flickers. It fades. It disappears the second life gets hard. Discipline, on the other hand, discipline is a wildfire. It doesn't need permission. It doesn't need a mood. It burns through every excuse, every delay, every whisper of self-doubt. Discipline is what remains when motivation is long gone. So if you're waiting for the right moment, if you're waiting to feel ready, you've already lost. Because that moment, it doesn't exist. It's a lie, a mirage. And while you sit there waiting to feel something, the world moves on, and success walks right past you. Because the truth is, the world doesn't care about your feelings. And neither does greatness. Winners don't wait for motivation. They move. They move when their body aches. They move when their mind screams, "Give up." They move when fear has its hands around their throat. Because they've learned something most people never do. Feelings are weak, but discipline is invincible. Your feelings will betray you. They'll lie to you. They'll tell you to rest when you need to fight, to pause when you need to push, to take the easy road, when the hard one is where your future lives. They'll whisper, "You deserve a break," when what you truly deserve is to conquer the pain. To rise through the fire, to come out the other side scarred, yes, but stronger. Here's the cold, honest truth. Feelings are temporary. That initial rush of motivation, it'll fade. That excitement from a new idea, it will wear off. And the temptation to quit, it always shows up right when the battle gets tough. But you're not here to live a life of comfort. You're here to build a life that can't be broken. A life that stands tall when everything else falls. And how did you do that? With discipline. Discipline is the weapon that forges your destiny. It's the shield that protects you from your own weakness. The hammer that shapes your future. This journey, it's not about being perfect. It's about showing up every single day, no matter what. Even when the world screams at you that you're not enough, that you'll never make it, that you should give up and fold. Discipline is the choice to keep going. It's the commitment you make when no one is watching. It's the quiet oath whispered into your soul that says, "No storm, no setback, no failure will break me." Discipline isn't about feeling ready. It's about moving anyway. It's an unbreakable vow to show up, to push forward, to refuse to surrender. Marcus Aurelius, the master of Stoicism, understood this more than anyone. He didn't preach motivation. He didn't wait for the right time. He wrote these immortal words: "The impediment to action advances action. What stands in the way becomes the way." Read that again. What blocks your path? That's not your enemy. That's your training ground. That's where you rise. Every obstacle you face isn't here to stop you. It's here to forge you. And every time you think you can't go any further, that's the moment. Your discipline must roar louder than your doubts. That's where your power is born. In the fire, in the grind, in the choice to keep going no matter what. You have to understand this. Your greatest growth lives inside your greatest struggle. The more you resist quitting, the more you push forward through pain, fatigue, and fear, the stronger you become. Every day you choose discipline, you shape a version of yourself that nothing can tear down. You're building a machine of resilience, a titan of self-control, a force that doesn't need motivation, because willpower runs through its veins. So stop waiting for perfect conditions. Stop waiting to feel ready. You will never feel ready, but you can choose to be ready right now. Today, right here, right now, you hold that power. The power to show up, to build the habits that forge an unstoppable life. As Marcus Aurelius said, waste no more time arguing what a good man should be. Be one. So be one. Be the man who chooses discipline over comfort. Be the one who keeps moving when the world begs him to fall back. Be the one who stands again and again and never stops rising. Let your discipline burn hotter than any burst of motivation. Let it consume every excuse, every doubt, every ounce of hesitation. And when the world doubts you, when others quit, be the one who keeps going. Unbreakable, unstoppable, unshakable. That's where real power lives. Now listen, really. Listen. This is the crossroads. There is no rescue, no second chance being handed to you, no one coming to save you. It's just you and the raw truth of your choices. You either destroy your past or let it haunt your future. You either burn the old you to the ground or live trapped in your own regret. You either forge a new beginning that shakes your soul, or you stay small, wishing for a life you'll never live. So, what's it going to be? Unleash the past. Destroy the part of you that made excuses. Reinvent yourself. Rebuild yourself. Turn yourself into something so relentless, so disciplined, so fierce, that it rattles the world. Ignite your willpower. Funnel every last drop of energy into this moment. No turning back, no delays, no distractions. This choice, it's savage, it's final, and it's yours. If this message struck something deep inside you, smash that like button, drop a comment. I'm annihilating my old self today. And hit that subscribe button to join the tribe. This is Stoic Capsule, and this is not just a video. It's your moment to rise. No more waiting, no more wishing, no more holding back. Tear it all down, and let's set the world on fire.